5:20 a.m. dream. Okay. There was a back house. And I was in the back house and I was staying in a room that was dark. It was almost like a closet. But it had a whole bunch of stuff in there. And I was going to sleep there. And I noticed it was getting darker and darker and darker. And it had a key on the door, on both sides of the door. And there was no knob. I guess the key was used for the knob or whatever. And I noticed that I was in a dream. And because I was in a dream, I was like, it's just so dark in here. And like, I didn't know nobody was around, you know what I mean? And so I noticed that when I sing and my voice has a higher pitch or tone to it, the frequency, that the room starts lighting up. And so I was trying to sing and be calm and not freak out, you know what I mean? And get in a bad mood and then make the energy dark. And then so, I'm like trying to sing and sing and sing. And then finally, I think like I opened the door to the room to get out. And then all of a sudden I'm back in the room again. And I noticed that it's even darker. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in the dream again, man. This is a persistent thing going on. So I started to do it again, and I was like, okay, so everything good you do, you can fly more, you know, good things happen, you know. So I'm trying to like sing again and have a high pitch and keep my feelings good. And like I could just feel it like fighting with me, like it's just trying to keep the lights off or whatever. And then it starts to rain outside. And then so I'm walking around the house. And when I'm walking around the house, these like dark things are happening. But I'm just trying to like stay happy. And then when I stay happy, like there's like a light that kind of like surrounds my body. And like it's helping me stay safe or whatever. And then so I finally noticed that it's getting darker in there again, so I'm going to run outside into the main house and go from there to the main house where people are, and I'm going to tell them what happened, right? So I take the key out of one side of the door, and I go so the door can't lock again, you know what I mean? And then I leave the house, but I couldn't close the door all the way, and it was raining outside, and I was like, it's going to get wet inside. I was like, I don't care, I need to make it to the house. And on the way, there was like a few dark shadows to the main house, and I just kept staying happy. I was trying to stay happy even though I was freaked out. And I get to the back door and I enter the back door and it's dark in there and I'm trying to turn on the light and I just started screaming and I'm like, hey, anybody in here? Anybody in here? And then finally someone answers and then I go past the darkness because this lady answered and I'm over there and I'm trying to tell everybody. But everyone's like too busy going in and out of the refrigerator and doing all this other stuff with the family that they don't understand what I'm trying to tell them. And I'm like, this is what just happened to me. Look, you don't want to hear about my dream? You don't want to hear about my dream? And everyone's like, no. You know what I mean? And then I was like, but it's important. And then nobody wanted to listen. You know what I mean? And then it started to get dark in the house. And then and then I woke up. And here I am. Now I'm telling y'all.